There we go.
All right. So you guys first.
Well,
So
I think DSlay is hosting it, so.
What?
What? I thought you were.
I thought we were going to post it to Getaway Game or whatever.
Yeah. You're
Yeah, but
Yeah, but you're the one recording
you want the
it,
one
so.
guy who's not actually speaking English as a native language. You want that guy to host this thing? Sure.
Yes.
Well, you're
Jesus
the most
Christ.
experienced at talking and everything.
You're the most famous of
Oh.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
sure. Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Scrubcast, live from wherever we are. In this show,
Different
we talk
countries
about
on the planet.
what?
Different countries on the planet.
Yeah,
All over the world, baby.
from worldwide.
Mostly America for the other members, though.
Well, it's
Yeah.
only three of us, so it's
Yeah,
mostly.
We're not
If-
going
if-
to be the
if we-
only ones doing this.
Well,
right?
yeah, but if we chopped it up to an average right now, we would be like in the middle of the Atlantic. If we just took the averages of each position on the map, it would be somewhere in the Atlantic.
Yeah,
I guess.
somewhere like that. So,
Um,
actually, we talk about video games.
Well, we still haven't finished the introduction.
is
Well,
this the introduction?
This is the introduction.
This is wonderful.
Hell,
absolutely
I'll keep
wonderful.
everything in.
Do it, man.
Oh, sweet.
This is
Hello.
entertaining.
I am. Hello, everybody. I am Gaffer Cakes. And these are my fellow companions here. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Is it actually called Gaffa?
Yeah, it's Gaffer.
I always say Jaffa.
It's well,
Like
I mean,
Jaffa
it
Creek.
does come. Yeah, it does come from like Jaffa Cakes. If it's a British snack. Oh, I'll just post a picture of them.
Never heard of it, so I just always called you Gaffa. At
Yeah,
least in my head.
It is Gaffer, but it derives from the name Jaffa Cakes.
Okay.
All right. Anyways,
Damn,
go
I
on.
want Jaffa cakes.
Jaffa Cakes.
Go ahead and
Mm,
introduce
Jaffa
yourself.
cakes.
The weird thing is, I don't even like Jaffa Cakes. It's just a good name, isn't it?
Okay. Well, so what do you do? Who are you? What do you do? You're Jaffa cakes.
I am a homeless man on the internet. I write things, and hopefully I will get famous one day. That's pretty
Nice.
much it.
That sounds good. Hyoushou.
I'm Hyoushou. I'm an amateur streamer on Twitch. And that's about it, really.
Oh,
I don't
cool.
really do much else.
And I'm DSlay. I do reviews, first impressions videos, and podcasts, mostly on Finnish, but whatever. Anyway, in this show, we talk about some video game related topics, some games we've been playing, some news, and that's about it. So let's start with what we've been playing. Who wants to go first?
I will.
Go
For
on.
the last week or so, I've been mostly playing Pokemon Sun and
Okay.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3D.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are 3DS games, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Anything
so
to
is Xenoblade actually good? Because I hear people are either like it's absolute shite or it's the best thing ever.
Well, the story is absolutely great. It's fantastic, and if you ever get the chance, I would experience it. However, the gameplay and the art direction for the game itself are less than stellar. So it's hit or miss on that.
Oh well.
Are Xenoblades like the, your traditional JRPGs?
No, it's actually pretty unique in that regard. It's basically a active battle kind of thing, like an action-based battle system.
Like the one in Final Fantasy 15 or...
Yeah, that would be the closest way to describe it, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And I assume, well, this is jumping into one of the news topics we'll be talking about later, but I assume you are kind of pumped about Xenoblade 2?
Hell yeah, I am.
Yeah?
Kind of is a little bit of an understatement there. I'm hell excited for it.
All I know about Xenoblade is that Shulk is kind of terrible at Smash, but I kind of love playing as him.
I don't play Smash, so I wouldn't know.
Smash 4 is lit, fam.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fighting games, so...
Sadly, no Smash 5 in the Direct, but oh well. Next time. Just keep telling ourselves that.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a Switch or...
No, I'm a poor fucker.
I'm going to be I'm saving up for one right now, so I'll probably get it by maybe the end of October.
Yo, that Mario bundle looks awesome, though. I want it. I want it so bad. I just want it so bad.
Are these things something that was announced in the Nintendo Direct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll keep bleeding into that.
It was either in the Direct itself or on their Twitter afterwards.
No. It was on the Direct. I saw it on the Direct. It was definitely there.
It costs the same as it would if you bought a Switch and the game separately, so, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that big of an issue if you get it or not.
Okay.
But I will say that I do want the special edition Xenoblade 2 Pro Pad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Whatever it's called. The Pro Controller.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you've been playing?
Oh, that is a nice controller. Yeah. The red and the cross. Oh yeah, that looks slick.
Yeah.
That looks pretty slick, yeah.
I just hope it doesn't sell out.
Well, let's see what the scalpers have to say about that.
Anyways.
Oh yeah.
What have you guys been playing for the last week or so?
Well, I've been playing a lot of Hitman, actually. Hitman Blood Money.
Oh, not the new one.
No. Actually, I'm downloading the new one right now. It's taking 5 hours to download, so that's really nice.
The full game or just the introduction?
No, the full game. It doesn't take... I don't think it would take 5 hours just to download one.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
AAA video games.
The new one was pretty good. I really like the first tutorial missions.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty excited to play that tonight.
Yeah, it felt a bit too constricted, but it was okay. I mean, the lack of game in it for the introduction is a bit shady, or not shady, a bit disappointing.
But disappointing how?
Well, the lack. There's just not enough missions.
Would you consider the introduction as a kind of demo of sorts?
Yeah. It's a demo that has basically a tutorial in it.
Okay. Yeah, a disappointing demo is not a good thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hitman's all about, like, you play one level and you're meant to play the whole game, and then you're meant to play each level like 3 or 4 different times, killing your targets in like really crazy and weird ways. Like I was just playing Blood Money, and there was this one where you're in an opera house, and one of the people you have to assassinate is in the opera, and he's like practicing for the show, and there's like a little audience, and the scene he was doing is he's getting executed. So like there's 3 or 4 different ways you can do it. You can drop a light on him, you can dress up as the guy who's meant to shoot him, and then you can replace the fake gun with a real gun. And then you can shoot him in the scene where you're meant to shoot him because he's being executed. So then he'll just crumple and fall over and die. And people will think it's part of the show. And it's just really like that's how Hitman's supposed to be. It's all about weird, crazy meant to kill people. So if the new game doesn't have that, I'll be sorely disappointed.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest issue in the demo I played. There was just not that many options to do anything. It was very linear. Like the game told me you have to do this, and then you just did it. But I don't think that's the main game. That's just the tutorial.
I mean, I did because it was covered quite a lot over the last year or two. I do know that the way it does give you, I think you should try and go back to it, because the way it does give you can be kind of broken off. You can do I know you can do one where you can dress up as one of the models, go on the runway, and then assassinate the guy you in the middle of the runway show. It's all about breaking off and trying to be creative yourself.
Yeah.
So maybe you should try and go revisit that if you have to.
Yeah, and I gotta check it out at some point. But the demo just wasn't that good.
All right.
I mean, the demo wasn't that good explaining what you can do. The gameplay itself was pretty good. Just to clarify that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you've been playing?
I mean, I was literally just playing a little bit of Mario 3D Land to pass the time just now. But other than that, nothing really.
3D Land, it's the 3DS one.
Yes, 3DS one. It's good. It's a nice little game. But
yeah, but it's on the 3DS, so I can't just play it.
3DS is quite a good system.
It makes my hands cramp.
Just get the new 3DS XL.
I've tried every goddamn 3DS there is. Every goddamn 3DS
is really ergonomic. Well,
I managed to struggle through A Link Between Worlds, and that the game was excellent, but the experience was just agony.
Your hands are just too big.
You could always get cosmetic hand surgery.
Yes.
DSlay. Why are your hands like that? Just change them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Experience video games, so just change your hands.
Yeah, man.
Sure. But 3D Land is like a 3D world, so I'm fine with the world.
I mean, I'd say that 3D World is infinitely better.
Yeah.
But it's the same style.
Yeah, it's the
I haven't played
same,
3D Land,
so
I wouldn't know.
Have you played 3D Land?
3D World, yeah. I have the Wii U, so of course I have.
Oh. I thought you meant you haven't played 3D Land. I mean World.
I get them both confused all the time.
Land is on 3DS and World is on Wii U.
Yeah, I have not played Land.
Yeah.
I have played World, though.
World is freaking awesome. Especially if you get some pals to play with. It's just
I had fun playing with a friend not long ago.
Yeah, we made a series.
It was really hilarious trolling each other.
Yeah.
That was hilarious for me.
Yeah, it's
even if I had to play it with a Wii remote without the nunchuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We had the Wii U pad and Pro controller.
Yeah, I don't have a Pro controller, so I had to make do with what I had. And what I had was a Wii remote and the gamepad. that comes with it.
Okay. Gav,
Yeah.
anything
What
else
do
you've
you
been playing?
No, I haven't. I don't have anything else. What have you been playing, DSlay?
Oh, I've been playing Destiny 2. Like
Tell
a
us
shit
about
ton
Destiny,
of Destiny
DSlay.
2. It's really good.
Please
It's really
tell
good.
us all about it.
Well, Destiny 2 was created by Bungie, which they formerly made Halo series. Anyways, Halo. Destiny is like a really good looter shooter, and
It's basically an MMO first-person shooter. Basically.
close, but not quite.
How is it not an MMO?
Well, there's
It is
maybe
an MMO. Come on. It has raids and everything.
well,
It is
Yeah.
an MMO.
yeah, mechanics wise maybe yeah, but the MMO part is not there. But
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so
There's
so
quests.
would you
There's-
say that the Division is not an MMO?
Division is
Because it
not
doesn't
an
have-
MMO,
That's
not
bullshit,
by a long
man.
shot.
That is bullshit,
What?
man.
It doesn't have what? You don't fight dragons and stuff, but that doesn't
No,
make it.
you
not
don't
an
see
MMO.
anyone in Division except
Yeah,
your
you
own
do.
group. No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. Of course you do.
No, you see these guys in the hub area.
Dude, there's a meme
Come on.
that you couldn't pass through other players.
Yeah, in the hub
because there was
area.
a line.
It
Well,
was
I
in
mean-
the
I
hub
mean-
area, but when you get to the action, there's no one there. The New
There's
York is
still
a
a
dead
lot of
place.
people.
I mean,
Everyone's
I
in the
think
Well, to
safe
be
area. You don't
to
see
be
anyone
fair-
shooting anyone.
To be fair, I wouldn't consider the Division to be an MMO because the tagline for MMO is massively multiplayer online game.
Yeah,
And
there's nothing
I
massive
want
about
to
that.
say that nobody was really playing the Division. So
Actually, I did play Division a
Actually,
shit ton.
yeah, you did, but how many others?
Well, I mean,
A few
in
of
fairness,
my
right now,
friends, and we always got a party when we needed one.
Yeah, but nowadays, could you say the same thing?
Well,
actually, you could
no.
because right now, at the time of this recording, Destiny 2, the Division is currently having a free weekend. So, I think your point is rendered moot there.
Maybe. It depends on how many people know about it.
Okay.
Pretty.
Actually, no. I logged into Steam and it was like, blam! There's a free weekend. Go do it.
Yeah, I think many people play that game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Steam
That's fair.
Spy. I'll check it out.
But yeah.
I'll go check it out.
But yeah, Destiny 2 is even more of an MMO than
Well, yeah, it's
the Division.
well when compared to Division, yeah, that's right. But in the long run, it's not an MMO. Like
It is, though.
if you see 10 people in an area, it's not an MMO. You need hundreds. That's why it's called
That's
massive.
not exactly what qualifies as an MMO, and you know it.
No.
There are various checkpoints that you have to make an MMO an MMO. Like,
Yeah.
it's become its own genre in a way.
Have
You have quests, like story and other. You have
And?
loot. You have raids and dungeons and whatnot.
Yeah, well, sure. But anyway, 12,000 people played it yesterday, the Division. So that's a
Okay.
pretty good user base. or
How many
player base.
people were playing it compared to when it first released?
Well, that goes for every game. You got the peak and then it starts to decline.
It depends on the game. Some are
Well-
still popular, so.
Well, yeah, Division hasn't had any major content updates in ages. The last one was basically the new raid that they had,
Alright.
which was basically impossible. At least for us.
Not- You need to get good, man.
Well, yeah, but no. I don't have time to get good in Division anymore. I played a shit ton of it when it. Let's see.
Well, at least
For the past
you
year.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good game. Well, in a sense.
It had good parts.
Yeah, it had good parts. I think. Well, I completed it.
Would you say you actually completed it, or you just finished it?
Completed. I got everything.
Alright.
Besides the
Oh.
raid that came in 1 month ago.
There was way more like content updates and stuff, so I don't think you completed it entirely.
Well, I didn't beat the last raid or incursion, as they call those, and that came out like 1 or 2 months ago.
Oh, all right.
But I had already stopped playing at that point.
No, I mean I guess that's fair.
I got the Destiny 1 at the spring, I guess, or early summer, and beat that one too. Not completed, but beat that one. And now Destiny 2,
well.
we just beat the. There was the game came out like 1.5 weeks ago, and we already beat the raid. We already have done almost everything we can do in that game.
That sounds about right. If you know life a game.
Yeah. I think the raid was goddamn awesome. It was very mechanic based. Like in the whole idea is that there's a huge cabal. They're like the big bruiser guys in the Destiny verse. They come with a goddamn huge ship. Huge. And the big guy there invites you to try out his challenges or trials. And it's just teamwork and mechanics. Like, the first trial is that you need to stand on 4 plates. And when you stand on the plate, you get hurt unless you get a buff, which is in the middle of the area. And everyone, whereas there's 4 plates, there's 6 players, so you need one guy needs to go step on the plate, and the guy who was standing on the plate needs to go get the buff and release the other guy. So it's like juggling. Is it called juggling with the balls? Yeah. So it's basically juggling. You throw one ball in the air. When it's almost in your hand, you throw the other ball in the air and catch it, and repeat that one. So it's basically that one. And when the
oh yeah.
Whoa, what happened there?
Whoa. Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds like
lagged out.
You should cancel your download or pause it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. Technical issues.
Might have to edit that out.
Yeah. Well, basically, you need to stand on those 4 plates, and when everyone is on the plate, when all 4 plates are pressed, the mechanics start to run, and it raises some freaking things from the water in the middle room. And then when it locks up, everyone goes to the middle room, and on the center plate, people get a buff so they can destroy those bell-shaped things, and you need to destroy 9 of those. The raid is pretty good, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it.
Right.
So what do you think? Because you finished everything,
Yeah.
what do you think would help you continue playing the game in the long run?
Well,
What content do you think they need to add?
more raids, which is coming. There's
just
expansions
more
coming
raids.
up. Yeah, there's expansions coming up, which are more story. More strikes are probably coming. Oh, and Trials of the Nine, which is like the... How you say? It's like a PvP gauntlet. You need to win, I believe, 7 matches in a row. Well, not in a row. You need to win 7 matches, and you have like 2 strikes before you're out. That came out like yesterday, I believe. So that's one thing I've yet to do. So
Alright.
they're
So based
making...
on what the game encompasses currently, would you say it's worth the price?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, do you feel like
if you are
it has
going to do
enough
everything, yes, it's worth the price. If you are just going to do the story, no, it's not.
Okay.
But if you are going to do the strikes, do the raids, go to PvP, then it's worth the money. But if you are just going to do the campaign, it's not.
Alright.
Well, the campaign is like 10 hours.
I was considering getting it for PC when it comes out mid-October, I believe.
Yeah, it's coming out... Yeah, mid-October. Something like that.
As you know, the Destiny 1 had a catastrophic launch.
Yeah, it was
do you think that this was like much better?
Yeah.
And
Destiny 1 was such a clusterfuck.
But do you think that the massive failure of the first launch of Destiny 1 had an effect on Destiny 2?
Yes.
Of course it did. Yeah. When they launched Destiny 1, they didn't understand what it means to launch a game. Well, a game with endgame. And their endgame sucked. Here, the endgame is much better, but even still, it's been 1.5 weeks, so who knows? Maybe in a week I have nothing to do. But at the moment, I'm okay.
It suffers like a regular MMO in that the content isn't really worth replaying a whole lot. So people are finding that they're hitting it's syndrome pretty quick.
Well, the content is good to replay, but
I mean, it's probably pretty meaty, but like...
Yeah, but I'm hitting the cap already.
You don't have to do it again, is what I'm getting at. You can do it again if you want, but you don't have to.
Well, it's the myth of the game. That's well, every MMO or...
Exactly. That's the problem every MMO has. Endgame syndrome, where you run out of shit to do.
Well, yeah, but the whole point is that you go there and go to the raid. You try to get the raid items.
Yeah, and then once you get that, you can stop playing for a couple months until more content.
Yeah.
Just like another MMO.
Yeah.
Yeah, DSlay. Destiny 2 is an MMO.
It still needs massive multiplayers. Massive amount of multiplayer.
Players. But it suffered from the trappings of other actual MMOs, like Final Fantasy XIV, for instance.
I feel like it hits enough criteria to be classified as an MMO.
Sure.
Plus, whatever. I want to say that at launch, currently, there are a lot of people playing Destiny 2.
Yeah, of course.
So that could make it considered a massively multiplayer game.
Well, in that sense, a Call of Duty game is a massive multiplayer online game.
Kind of. At the very least, is there a hub world in Call of Duty where you can see every other player?
In World War II, the next one, I think there's a base camp.
All right.
But that just proves that the entire
Genre
phrase
of an
MMO
MMO
is inherently flawed because it could apply to so many different types of games.
Same with the MOBA. Any
Yeah.
game that's a battle arena is a MOBA.
I mean, some of them aren't even proper battle arenas, and they're still classified as MOBAs.
Yeah.
Where does it stop? Should they be redefined?
I think what we should do is clarify.
I don't use the word MOBA. That's just
I don't either
sucks.
because I don't play them, but like
I played Dota.
I still feel like we should clarify
play
what
Smite.
it is and isn't part of a genre. Because shit like Overwatch is clearly a MOBA, even if it's not considered a MOBA.
Is Team Fortress 2 a MOBA?
Yes, technically.
Genres are stupid.
Hey, I'm not the one who made the genre.
No, they're just stupid. It's
It's
just
a
how
good
the
way
cookie
for
crumbles.
people to know what kind of games they'd be interested in. Like, if you like one RPG, you'll likely like another. And that's an easy way of knowing what type of game a game is.
Maybe.
I mean, that's the whole reason genres are a thing. If you happen to like action, adventure, medieval, or fantasy setting type things, you could just look at a list of games in that genre and then know roughly that you'll enjoy another one in that genre. That's why they exist. We might need to clarify some of that in the future.
But like things like MOBA and what else is
Those are relatively recent genres.
MOBA is just a shit genre. It doesn't mean anything.
Well,
I mean, yeah, I agree, but like I feel
Riot
like
just
it's
didn't
still
want to
an
call
important thing.
League of Legends a Dota game. So
Well,
they
Dota
invented
is the only MOBA that exists.
What does Dota stand for again?
Defense of the Ancients.
Oh well, I mean, I don't think they can call it a Dota.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a very good title for a genre.
Well, I mean, it's
Dota like that'd be almost as bad as Souls like.
No,
I mean,
and we all know how that
actually, it's
off.
not. Dota like is pretty good, but Souls like just isn't. It's like roguelike.
Turning a genre into a game title with the word like by it is not a good thing. Because anyone who doesn't know what the title is based on, like anyone who doesn't know what a Dota is, would understand what it is.
Question: has anyone played Rogue? Has anyone seen anything about Rogue?
No.
Everyone knows what a roguelike is.
No, I don't.
You don't.
I mean,
are you just?
I never understood quite what a roguelike is. So
a roguelike is a type of game where it's randomized, isn't it, DSlay?
Yeah,
it has to be randomized. Yeah, so it's your character goes on a randomly generated sort of level, and as you make your way through, you collect gear and items and money and stuff to individually progress your character. But as soon as you die, you go back to the beginning, and you don't have any of those back.
And it's turn-based. The world moves
not all
as
roguelikes are turn-based though. So
I mean, the original Rogue was turn-based.
No. Yeah, the first one was turn-based. There has been many roguelike games that are turn-based, and the ones that are not, like let's say 20XX or Rogue Legacy or anything else like that. Those are
Binding
called
of Isaac
roguelite.
Is a roguelike, I think.
Roguelite.
Yeah, roguelite.
That's the term for games that deviate from the rogue
Well, there are other genres based on titles too, kind of. So it isn't the only case where that is a thing.
But I do
Like, look at
admit
Metroidvania.
that.
Yeah, Metroidvania.
Even though that's a completely stupid genre title in and of itself, people know what it is, I guess.
But I do agree that calling a genre the title of a video game, comparing it is I think it's quite harmful to the game itself.
Yeah,
because
it is.
Even if people do know what the title or what the original game is, for example, a Souls-like game, it brings that game up to the same standards of a Souls game.
Yeah.
Which
kind of like
is...
comparing Crash Bandicoot to the Dark Souls of platformers.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Dude, have you not seen that meme going around?
Of course I've seen it. Have you seen it, DSlay?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if it has no relevance. Dark Souls, I think if a game should be called Souls-like, it should be an action game where
an action JRPG where you can die very easily, but it has no real importance on the actual game at large.
Yeah, and it's very dependent on skill, not grinding.
Well, you could grind the fuck out of Dark Souls.
Yeah, but that doesn't make the game easy. It just makes it...
Sure it does. You grind your attack to being obscenely high, and then you one-shot everything.
Except bosses where you die over and over again until you get good.
You could probably grind high enough to one-shot.
I don't think so.
It would take an obscenely long time.
Have you seen anyone do that?
Yeah, you can't just one-shot bosses. It's not possible.
Maybe. I don't play Dark Souls, so I wouldn't know.
No, I think each weapon has a limit to how many times you can level it. So it doesn't make weapons ridiculously powerful.
Well, you can level your weapons up, sure, but you can also raise your own attack stat.
Yeah, but you still have.
And there is no cap for how high your level can go.
But it's still reliant on skill.
Not really. You can you could literally spend a year farming souls off the weakest mobs and still end up doing it.
Has anyone done that?
No, because that's a year's worth of effort.
Insane. Yeah, you'd have to be crazy or
the easiest way to do something like that would be to cheat and get like an obscene amount of souls.
Well,
anyway,
I'm just saying.
Anyway, Souls like a stupid
possible thing you can
MOBA
do.
like so stupid.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else to discuss before we jump into the news segment?
Just a minute, I'll check if I played anything else. Jesus Christ, my game list is so boring at the moment. Oh yeah, I completed Yooka-Laylee.
Ukulele?
Ooh, how was it?
It was pretty good. I really enjoyed Banjo-Kazooie, the first one. So jumping on the Yooka-Laylee was pretty fun. I think the game should have had more levels instead of extended ones. So
that seems to be a fairly unanimous consensus with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that one of the major complaints people had was how sometimes you'd have to go like kind of out of your way to get a pagey or whatever they're called.
Well, the only problem I had was that I had to go I think it was level 4 to get a skill that I can use to get a pagey in level 1.
I mean, backtracking is a thing, even in games like that.
Well, not in Banjo, it wasn't.
I mean, Banjo.
It kind of is.
But in Banjo, it
happened twice.
It's less obstructive because all you have to do is go back like one level after you get a skill. But like
Well-
I get what you're saying.
But the point is that the game doesn't explicitly say that you need a skill for that. So basically, I spent almost 2 hours trying to get one pagey, which I needed a skill for. And in the end, I fucking got it. I don't know how I got it, but I got it. But I
You
shouldn't
cheesed
have.
it.
No, I just
It
jumped.
sounds like you cheesed it.
I can't
I mean-
remember. It was like half of a year
Well,
ago. But-
If you need a certain thing to get a thing, like a certain skill to get a thing, and you get it by not using that skill, you could consider that as cheesing it.
No, I
But
just
there's nothing
fucking.
wrong with cheesing something either.
No, cheesing is you do something hard the easy way.
No,
This
cheese
was-
just means you kind of like I mean, you could be like exploits or something like that, or glitching it out or something. It's quite vague.
Yeah, it is kind of vague. It needs clarification in the future.
Yeah, well, cheesing, in my opinion, has always been that you cheese out. Like, let's say you need to kill a boss. It's a really tough boss, and you go to a corner where it can't attack you, and you just throw rocks at it.
Yeah, because throwing a rock at a
But-
boss will
but-
really do.
If you, in this case, it's the exact opposite. If I would
Doing
have,
things the hard way.
yeah, it was. I was just doing the things the hard way, and I wasn't supposed to do. And there was so many spots like that one, so I just gave up. I
Right.
just beat the game and got every skill, and then went back to get the pages that I missed.
Yeah,
but
that
the-
does sound like a pretty big complaint. One would
Yeah,
have.
and well, you don't know if you need a skill. That's the problem. Like one spot, I thought I just needed to find another way because the door closed every time I went near the door. But it was some kind of stealth skill that I got in level 4 or something like that. Or
Alright.
3. So, I don't know.
Well, no, that's a legit complaint I could see people having. It's
Yeah.
like if you're gonna do something like that, you should label what skill you need
Yeah,
or whatever.
Or it should be like visually obvious.
yeah. But the one skill was like I just couldn't jump like one yoka high enough. And then I just tried to find. I just thought I was in the wrong spot, so I jumped in other places. It felt like really stupid, but I did it. Oh, and the level 4 boss.
Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck is that? Have you guys played that game?
no,
No.
I haven't.
There's a boss that... well, there's a minigame where you ride in a cart. It's called Cartos.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a Infinite Runner minigame.
I think I know what boss you're talking about because I've seen some
Yeah,
gameplay from it.
it's that train pod. And
Yeah.
there's no logic in that. The boss has no patterns. It just drops the
It
obstacles.
just does whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
wants, and you just gotta like get good at dealing with it.
Yeah, it's basically get good at predicting what the fuck is coming up, because
You
the
can't
game
predict
isn't.
it if it's random.
Yeah,
You
But-
just gotta react well.
yeah, you just gotta react. I think I spent an hour in that boss.
Yeah, that does not sound like good game design to me.
Yeah, that
I'm
boss
not gonna
was
lie.
just. Every
That
other
sounds
boss
like-
was pretty good, but that boss was just the worst. Also,
Yeah.
Speaking of
the-
poorly designed platformers, I did actually play another game today.
okay.
This week. I played the original Mega Man, and oh my god, is that just a terrible game?
Really?
Just go back,
I went
play
back.
Mega Man 1,
I've played
go
it.
back, put aside your nostalgic feelings, and then realize that that game is total bullshit. And no, don't give me that ooh, just get good. It's actually terribly designed. Enemy placements, platforming placements, endless bottomless pits that sometimes if you fall down a bottomless pit, it might not actually be a bottomless pit, and it might actually be part of the level. Thank you for that. Or that stupid yellow devil boss, or just the game is so poorly designed. It just frustrates me.
To be fair, they fixed it in Mega Man 2.
Yeah, I haven't played Mega Man 2.
It's much better.
I do love the X games. That's why I went back to Mega Man 1 and I was like, oh, I'm going to play Mega Man 1. It will be so much fun. And it's just a terrible piece of shite. Just, ugh.
I will agree that level design wise, including the drops that are part of the level and making it so that you can't tell which is which is pretty bad. Like, you don't know if you're supposed to go down because it's part of a level or if you're going to die because of it.
Yeah.
And that,
It's
I feel,
really
is
stupid.
something that they got better at in the X games, but playing Mega Man 2, it really still wasn't all that clear. At least to me.
Mega Man 2 is just but Mega Man 1 is just garbage. Don't waste your time playing it. Just don't.
To be fair, on my behalf, I didn't grow up with Mega Man, so
Neither did I. I'm a filthy
I had the
millennial.
first one. Not any of
It's
the
not-
others. I just
It's
had the
not
first
good.
one.
yeah, I grew up with Sonic, so
I grew up with
the Genesis.
Crash and Spyro.
Oh, you mean Mega Drive?
No, I grew up
Yeah,
with the Genesis.
No,
Oh, you
grew
mean
up with the
Mega Drive.
No, it was
Mega
actually
Drive.
the Genesis.
No, you mean the Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah, the
No.
Mega Drive.
Yeah, the
No.
Mega Drive. Yeah,
No.
the Mega Drive.
It had Genesis written on
No,
it.
no. It was the Mega Drive. Right? It was the Mega Drive in Japan. It's Mega Drive everywhere else. Just not the US. But we ignore that. We forgive you. It's the Mega
I'm
Drive.
American, dude.
It's fine. We
It
forgive
was
you.
Genesis,
It's Mega
damn
Drive.
it.
It's the
But I
Mega
grew
Drive.
up with Sonic and shit like Kid Chameleon, which was an okay game.
In fairness, I did play a lot of Sonic when I was a kid.
I did too.
I had a DS version of Sonic, the first
The
3 or 4
Sonic
games.
Classic Collection.
Yeah, that one.
I have that too.
That's why I had a
It made
appreciation.
Sonic 1 so much easier because you could save state.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I had the original Sonic 1, 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles. And I enjoyed Sonic 2 the most on the Genesis.
All right.
But yeah, Sonic 1 is
Mega
just,
Drive.
Sonic 1 is just unplayable on there.
It is. It is a really poor. It is also a poorly designed platformer.
It's stupidly hard. There's
What
no.
is it with poorly designed platformers becoming astronomically popular?
I don't.
Because
Well, to
there
be fair-
were a lot worse games out there
Well, yeah.
back in the
It's
days.
the best you had.
Yeah, it was the best we had.
The main reason I think Sonic got popular in the first place was because of how edgy and with an attitude it seemed to have. Like, it had personality. Like, if you let Sonic wait for a moment, long enough, he'll start acting impatient, which is something you didn't see in games up till that point.
And if you
Not
just
really, at
let
least.
him stand there long enough, he'd just committed suicide.
That's if you wait 10 minutes, yeah. there's a time limit for each level. But if you wait maybe like half a minute or so, he'll start tapping his feet and put his hands on his side and start looking at the screen.
And check the watch.
I think in Sonic CD he does that, but like if you don't move for a minute, he actually just jumps off the entire level.
Oh,
and
it was
kills
the Sonic
himself.
CD.
Yeah.
It was CD.
I wouldn't know about Sonic CD. I've never really played it.
Oh, that's another really poorly designed platformer.
No, it's not.
Cool.
Is this just the episode with poorly designed platformers? It's just
Actually,
In
no.
what way is CD a
Right,
poorly developed platformer?
it is quite not good.
In what way?
In well, I mean, it feels like if
Just because
Sonic-
you don't like the way it plays or handles doesn't mean it's poorly designed.
It's like Sonic 1 had a sequel that wasn't Sonic. Well, it was Sonic 1 had a sequel that wasn't Sonic 2. That's what Sonic CD was. If you
They're
don't know
all
this-
sequels, dude.
No, because if you don't know the story, it was Sonic 1 needed a sequel, but the Sega division split into America and Japan, and America made Sonic 2 to become Sonic 2, and Sega of Japan made Sonic CD to become Sonic 2. In the end, the American version was better, so that was turned into Sonic 2, and the Japanese version turned into Sonic CD. And
All I know is that I have many friends who would disagree with you vehemently.
Oh
Well, you haven't played it,
they're
so...
wrong.
I have. I played a little
just-
bit of it. I just
they're
haven't
just
gotten far into
wrong.
it yet. I have it on Steam.
I do like the time control mechanic. I will admit to that. That's a cool mechanic.
The super peel out is
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
apparently
cool.
a really good ability.
I mean, it's useless. It's just the spin. It's just the spin dash, but has a
You
distinct.
go
visual
from
flair.
0 to fast in like less than a second. That's
Also,
the point.
can we just talk about how, like, just briefly tangent into how great the drop dash in Mania is? Can we just
I haven't played Mania.
Have
I've
you-
heard about the
have you-
drop dash and...
Basically, if you hold jump,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
just
know what-
amazing.
you
drop
go
dashes.
fast. It's like
It's perfect. It's like, because if you jump in a Sonic game, you lose all momentum.
no, you
But
don't.
with the drop dash,
You do not lose
you-
all momentum.
Fine,
You
you
lose
a lot
momentum
of
if you hit a
momentum.
ledge or something.
No, but you lose a lot of momentum that you had. It like
you don't.
significantly. It does.
No, you don't.
It
You don't
really
lose momentum
does.
on a jump.
No, but if you jump, you lose like a significant portion of the momentum you,
You
had
don't
when running.
though.
You do.
No, you don't. It depends
do.
on where you jump or if you hit a thing you're not supposed to.
No, but
There are times when you lose momentum, but just jumping does not do that.
Well, I mean,
Trust
okay,
me, man.
fine.
I grew up with this shit.
All right. Okay, fine. I'll give you that.
Anyway,
but the drop dash is.
In the old ones, when you lost momentum, the game became
It
shit.
punished you because
Yeah, it punished you. But with
it
the
made
drop
you-
dash, you could just be like, oh, you jumped, you lost this tiny bit of momentum, even if you weren't fully running, and you just, bam, immediately, you just dash across the road.
it's a good way of regaining lost momentum after a platforming segment where you have to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of bad platformers, this is not one. 20XX.
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
the original Mario.
Well, the
That's
original Mario is just shit, so...
Well, I
there's
mean,
no-
everything is just shit, really.
Yeah. The first
Not
one
all
is
of
just
it.
bad.
The first Zelda was pretty tight.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
just bad.
Yeah, it is. It was
But
great. man.
20XX, I've played that a shit ton, and it just got released like a month ago from
Wait,
early
but weren't you
access.
streaming that a couple months ago?
Yeah. And it just, it was in early access, and it got
Alright.
it got
Okay.
released in about a month ago. It got
Well,
the
here's the
9th
thing about
and
early
10th.
access, though.
What?
As soon as something enters early access, it's technically released.
Yeah,
It
but
might not be the
but
final product, but like it's still released. You can still play it.
But
That's
this was like the
semantics.
official
Shut up.
release. Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I'm not the one who made these rules. I'm just saying.
Shut up! You have a Genesis. You have no opinion.
Hey,
Anyway,
I also have a GameCube.
everyone understands what I mean when it got its release. It's
So how you
it's
just
a
trying to be
release build.
difficult?
That's what it's called. It's a release build.
A beta, if you will.
No, it's not. It's a release build.
Well, no.
The 1.0.
Early access is like playing a beta.
Yeah, it's playing a beta.
Exactly, like I said.
Yeah, but it got released. It got its release build. So it got the 9th level and 10th level and 2 bosses in the end, which are freaking amazing. Except the levels. They're hard as fuck.
Hard as fuck doesn't necessarily mean bad, though.
Yeah. The levels itself aren't bad. They're just insane.
Is it the Dark Souls of Mega Man?
No. It's
You
not.
kill
It's
yourself for that.
Dark Souls is not. Dark Souls is the Dark Souls of Dark Souls. Nothing else is Dark Souls of the Dark Souls, or anything
to be
else.
fair, I did play a platforming game that was like Dark Souls, so you can't really say that.
Oh, what game? If you're gonna
just
say
say-
Dead Souls, I'm gonna strangle you.
No, not that. Just give me a
Jesus
moment.
Christ.
I'm pulling it up.
Also, what the fuck is with people calling Dead Cells Souls-like combat system? That's so bullshit.
I don't fucking know.
It has a
it's called-
dodge. Yep.
Okay, no, you go ahead.
The game has a dodge and a health potion. Yo, it's like Dark Souls. Fuck you guys. Jesus fucking Christ. It's not.
also has
It's
the
nothing
kick.
like
It
Dark
has
Souls.
the kick as
A dodge and a health potion.
it has the kick as well. Don't forget about the kick.
What fucking cake?
It's called Mamodra Reverie Under the Moonlight.
No,
Mamodra.
you know the Spartan sandal. You get the kick.
Oh
It's just like the Dark
yeah.
Souls kick.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's
It's more like
just like
roguelike.
Dark Souls.
No, it's a fucking roguelite. It's more
Yeah, it
like
is.
Castlevania or let's see, Rogue Legacy. That's more Rogue Legacy with a decent combat system,
Uh-huh.
not the simplified one that the Rogue Legacy one had. So, what was the game? Momo something?
Mamodra.
Reverie Under the Moonlight.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
I
this?
played for about an hour of it, and it felt like a Dark Souls game to me. So, you know.
Yeah, well, if it has the elements from the Dark Souls, then sure. That's like... what are the Dark Souls elements? One is that it's hard,
death
but
isn't
it's
a
fair.
punishment. It's just a way to learn.
Yeah,
Is hard but fair is not exactly true. Because there are
Well, yeah.
parts in the game where they are not fair.
yeah, that's true. The fact that when you die, you drop everything you had in that one place, and you have
don't
to.
drop everything you had. You drop your currency.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, yeah. Going by that logic, you could say Shovel Knight is a Souls-like game.
No, but it has similar elements.
I know.
But I wouldn't call it a Souls-like, not by any stretch of imagination.
I'm just saying, going by the
more-
dropping loot.
Jeez, the more I hear about Dark Souls, the more I hate that game. And I fucking love it, that game. I hate it, but I love it. But the more people are, this is like Dark Souls. Fuck you. No, it's not.
Yeah, I know. I can't stand Dark Souls in general. I mean,
I can't stand the fans of Dark Souls. I can't stand the
Oh.
mythos or the fandom that
I mean, it's the
Dark
rule of
Souls.
thumb with all
I mean-
with all fandoms that every fandom is shite no matter what. Just leave it at that.
That's not completely true, though.
Yeah, that's
It
it's
kind
not.
of is.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm in a very well. 20XX is a freaking amazing game, and I've been playing it for a shit ton of times. Or
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
but I wouldn't call call the fandom of that game as fanatic as like Dark Souls or
Undertale?
yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh dear, Undertale. Oh, Undertale.
It wasn't even that good of a game.
Come on.
I disagree.
No, it wasn't that good.
It was a good. It was a good game.
No, the humor was bad. The gameplay itself was repetitive at best, and you got nothing out of it at the end.
Well, I mean, that's okay. What do you get out of
The
a game like Final
satisfaction of
Fantasy?
beating the game.
All right, you got the satisfaction of beating the game.
Except I didn't.
How so?
Well, have you beaten the game itself?
Yes.
Did you get any kind of satisfaction out of the ending?
I
Yes.
felt satisfied with my pacifist ending. Yes.
And did you play the pacifist ending straight through because of prior
Yeah.
knowledge? So then you didn't actually figure out that's how you're supposed to beat the game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Most people who played it already knew how to get the good ending.
Yes.
You don't get the satisfaction out of learning how to
Well,
get
I mean-
the good ending.
No.
No, because the game comes right out the gate telling you immediately right out the gate
It
telling
doesn't
you can
tell
spare
you.
everybody. No, it
You
does.
can.
You can't. You can.
You get the
it
pacifist
tells you-
you get the
you can
pacifist
spare
ending or the
everybody.
neutral ending, and it says
Well, here's the
that
thing.
it's not
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
not
It
the
says
real
go
ending.
back and yeah, that too. Even with the pacifist, if you play pacifist the whole game, even if you don't,
You still have to.
you still have to. You still go through
You
the
still
neutral
get the
ending for the first
neutral
time.
ending first.
Yeah,
I know.
and then you go for the pacifist.
Yeah.
So yes, I would say
That's
that
not
was
really satisfying,
satisfying.
though.
Well,
I mean,
that's the
I think
game.
it was.
The game
Unless
is
you-
not just one run. It's basically
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, at least two.
But no, basically, to get the good ending, you have to play a game in a completely different way than what you want to do.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Because what if I want to spare everybody?
What if
What
I don't
if
want
I
to?
didn't want to spare everyone?
Well, what if
Then
I
kill
don't want to
everyone.
kill anyone in Final Fantasy?
who says
well-
you kill anyone in a Final Fantasy?
You
Well,
kill
the final
everything in
boss.
The
Final
games say
Fantasy.
you defeat them, not that you kill them.
Well,
No, you
defeat,
definitely
kill,
don't.
whatever.
It's
You
different.
definitely
You
don't.
You shoot. There's a big black guy with a minigun as his arm, and he shoots an innocent toad.
I'm just saying. Yeah, there are cases
That
where
toad
you
is
kill your
fucking
enemy
dead.
in a Final Fantasy. I'm just saying there are other cases in those same games where you do not kill your enemy when you defeat them in a battle because they come back later.
Okay, fine, but clearly the point of Undertale is to show the tropes of a traditional RPG, traditional turn-based JRPG or something like that, and to flip the entire idea on its head. It's not.
How did it flip the entire idea on its head, though?
Well, I mean, the idea is you're meant to constantly grind, and it
No.
takes the whole idea of grinding and saying, "Hey, you're actually killing all these monsters." Again,
Here's the
I'm
thing
not
about
the
grinding in
biggest fan of,
JRPGs. You don't actually have to grind in JRPG.
Actually,
but
you
you
do.
still have to kill enemies to get experience, to progress, and be able to defeat
The
other
only
people.
games JRPG wise that I've had to grind because the game is balanced in a way where you have to is Dragon Quest. Those are the only
Okay.
ones.
No,
I've had to grind in Final Fantasy VII. I've had to grind in Legend of Dragoon. Let's see.
I've never
Star
had to
Ocean.
grind in a Final Fantasy game.
Well, good for you.
So I'm just saying,
I had to.
you don't
I've
have
had
to.
I have to grind.
No, you just need to know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
In fact, there's a Final Fantasy VIII. You're actually not supposed to grind. It's easier if you don't.
But what the entire
Final
point of
Fantasy VIII is
Undertale
easier
is.
if you do not grind.
Well, I mean, the genocide run is commentary on grinding, but the entire Undertale game is you kill monsters for experience because you have to level up, because only by leveling up you can defeat the bosses and everything. You have to level up in RPGs. There's no doubt about that. And Undertale is taking that idea and flipping on its head by saying, no, you don't actually have to kill everyone, because killing everyone is literal murder and genocide.
Yeah.
Yes. Again, I'm not the biggest
It's
fan
only
of
genocide
Undertale.
if you kill everyone.
Oh, okay, fine. Then multiple homicides or serial killings. What do you want to call it then?
I mean, you're not wrong on that regard, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You can't really call it a genocide because you don't kill everyone.
Well,
No, lore-wise, you don't actually kill everyone.
you
Anyone
do
who
actually
doesn't
kill it.
get killed. There were quite a few characters you don't actually kill in the genocide run of Undertale.
Well,
Yeah.
those guys get away.
So you can't call it a genocide because there's still some left.
Yes, you can't call it.
Well, actually, no, you
No.
can call it genocide because the whole world is destroyed afterwards, isn't it?
That's
Well,
implied,
yeah.
but you don't actually see it happen.
No, you do see it happen.
And
No.
once
You see
again,
999,
just
you
You don't
semantics.
ever actually see.
You see all the nines, the game crashes.
That doesn't
And then
mean the world ended.
No, because there was blackness. The world had ended.
That's not
And
exactly
then you delete
what
your
that
save.
means.
And the world is gone.
Yeah, and
You
Yep,
just
exactly.
killed everyone.
No,
and sold your soul to the devil.
that's also a no.
Well,
You may call
You
this
want-
semantics, but I refuse to believe that a child would be able to wipe out humanity like that.
sorry, Hayu, I think you cut out there.
Did I?
Yeah. Sorry,
Can
what
you
did you
hear
say?
me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. What
Alright.
did you say?
So,
I'm just saying.
news.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done with
why
this
not?
shit. News.
Why not? You want to take a break before we do the news, or do you want to just jump straight into it?
Might as well
We can take a
jump
break.
straight into it.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Whatever.
All right, we'll be right back. You won't really see it because it will be edited out.
Just edit this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Welcome back to this Scrubcast. We're here for
Yeah.
some video game news for you.
News.
Yo, Mario has nips. Mario has
Yo.
nipples.
Mario
Yo.
has nipples.
Sexy, tasty nipples. Mwah.
Yo,
Mwah.
Okay.
that's that deep world building lore right there.
It's not even a
Okay.
plumber anymore. It's ridiculous.
He hasn't been a plumber in how long?
Since 3D World. They fix a pipe in that. So
Oh, that is
guess
true. That
so.
is
Joke's on you.
true.
I mean, before then, when was the
DSlay
last
with
time
that
he did
lore.
that?
DSlay knows all the Mario lore. Now I've just decided gone onto a site just to recheck my Nintendo Direct news, and there's just a wonderful picture of a naked lady here as a headline. Thanks a lot. Just all the kids who want to see the Nintendo Direct news will just see a wonderful naked lady in the corner.
okay.
Just
You make that sound like a bad thing.
Yeah.
Think of the children, Hyou.
In
Think
what
of the
universe do children not like seeing naked people?
So, do we have any news?
Well, I mean, of course,
yeah.
we should get the biggest one out of the way.
Xenoblade 2, baby. Yeah.
We already knew about that, though.
I know.
What else?
But that's
Oh.
the most exciting thing for me right now.
So
Mario's
what's the
got
biggest
nips.
news?
Mario Odyssey?
I think, no. I think the biggest news would be Doom and Wolfenstein 2 coming to the Switch, which is just so awesome.
It was outlandish, to say the least.
It's like they were so open to third parties that they've let that on. Doom is the most bloodiest, hands-on, most bone-crushing game of
It's
in the last.
It's almost cartoonish how over the top it is.
And
But I wouldn't say it's the
let
most
it
bloody
on.
game.
Well,
I mean, but it's
well,
the
Wii U had
violence is
Zombie U.
It also has Deus Ex, so you know.
Yeah, but I mean, just the shit. But Doom is definitely on another level.
It's over the top. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I feel like that's like a huge stepping stone because there's a difference between having Skyrim on the Switch and having Doom on the Switch. It's.
Here's the thing, though. Original Doom was on literally everything.
Yeah.
No. But like the new Doom, that's
on almost literally everything current.
Yeah. Did you see that guy who had a Doom console on? He was playing it literally on a toaster.
Oh.
I'm not joking. He was playing it on a
Did you see
toaster.
the Doom guy dabbing?
Okay, so okay,
moving on.
Let's say Doom and Wolfenstein
2.
Yeah, they're coming to Switch. Why would I want to buy those games on a Switch?
Well,
because it's on the go.
Exactly.
That's literally the only reason. It's because it's on the go. Otherwise, just get it on PC or something else.
Yeah.
Or if you're like poor and you me and you can only afford
poor
one
argument
console.
is wrong.
Yeah.
You
Poor
have to buy the
argument is
Switch
wrong.
first.
You
Well,
can't.
I mean,
Buy the Switch first.
What if you can only afford one console? For example, me, I don't have a next gen console. I'm holding out till I can get enough money for the Switch.
Switch isn't the next gen console.
But it is.
It technically is because it's not the Wii U.
Yeah.
But
no, seriously.
like I said though,
it is
the only reason to get the Switch version of any game that is multi-plat is because of the portability.
Yeah.
There's no other real benefit to getting it on the Switch.
But for example, people like me who do find gaming as a really expensive hobby, who also would.
It wouldn't be any cheaper on the Switch than it would be for a PS4.
Yes, but exactly.
Or whatever else.
I want to play as much game.
You might actually save money by getting a used PS4 than you would by getting a Switch.
Yeah, but again, for people like me who love Nintendo, really love Nintendo and love to support that company, I would gladly give my money over to Nintendo rather than Sony or Microsoft. You can do that
by buying 3DS games and then emulating the rest.
Yeah, but I don't want to play 3DS games. I want to play Zelda. I want to play Mario. And I also want to play third-party games.
Those are all on the 3DS, though.
But no, I'm talking about like Breath of the Wild.
I know what you're talking
Odyssey.
About. That's on the Wii U.
Christ, how you?
I'm just saying, man. Saying.
But it does have that argument for the more third party is always better, and it seems like, unlike the massive failure of the Wii U's third party, it seems like the Switch is going to stick with it and is going to hit the nail on the head when it comes to third party, which is great.
Based solely on how the first half a year has gone so far, I would say that they're doing well enough to make it worth having a Switch within the first year.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the games that are on it right now are still likely not worth getting.
I mean, well, Odyssey's gonna
Splatoon 2 only has one thing over the first one, so you don't need it.
but
ARMS is basically dead in the water now.
We don't talk about arms. Shh, we don't talk about arms. Doesn't exist.
I just talked about ARMS. Breath of
We
the
got
Wild
Odyssey, which is well, you can give
is
the argument
probably
that Breath
the
of the
only
Wild.
must-buy game for the Switch, unless you have a Wii U.
When is Odyssey coming out? It comes out next month, isn't it?
October or November, I believe.
Yeah, around
I'm not
that
sure.
time.
I'm not sure specifically. But
yeah, 27th of October. Yeah, next month. Christ, I need
most
to buy
of
Switch
the
Pass.
other games for the Switch are indie or are not worth bothering with.
In fairness, the Switch is a perfect indie machine.
I wouldn't say perfect.
I mean, it kind of is, because indie games are small and they're usually small and they're like quick and they usually some of them are a lot of them are multiplayer and just having a machine that can give you cheap indie games on the go is just brilliant, and I think it will. And I think Nintendo's really.
If what you're going for is an indie machine, you're better off with a PC.
Well, I mean, but well, a piece. I guess that's fair, but not everyone has thousands of dollars worth of
You
PC.
don't need
You don't
it.
have to have a
For
good
in
PC
for indie games,
to
you
play
don't have to
indies.
have
Yeah, that's true.
a $1,000 machine.
You could get
Yeah,
a
that's true.
$300 laptop, like cheap ass shit from Walmart or whatever you guys have, and that would play
We don't have
most
Walmart.
every indie game on the market.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other news?
Well, from the Direct anyway, we also
More
have.
Nintendo stuff.
Well, I mean, we are covering the Direct, so that's stuff about Splatoon. No one cares.
I think the people who like Splatoon 2 care.
No, Garb isn't here. He doesn't. So you can't really put too much input on it. Ultra Sun and Moon news. I know me and Hyou are excited about that.
I don't care.
Not everyone cares about Pokemon, dude.
I don't care about Nintendo in general.
And Swole DDD. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
No?
King DDD.
He got ripped.
He got ripped, and the new Kirby game looks amazing.
Yep. It actually does look pretty good. If you like Kirby games.
I do.
I'll check back to that in 2020 when I get the Switch.
Oh, it will come out at the end of in 2018.
When Switch has a shit ton of first-party games, then I'll get it.
It'll have a decent amount by the end of the year, so
Yeah.
that might come sooner than later. Unlike the Wii U.
Maybe I'll wait a year or so.
That's fine.
I'm in no rush.
Hopefully, by that time, the Switch will have entered a price drop.
Oh, I hope so. No, but Nintendo's quite like
They've price dropped nearly every console they've ever made after like a year.
Yes, but that's because most of their consoles after the DS, was it the Wii, failed or was failing.
Like 3DS.
Not really.
No, the 3DS was failing.
The Wii wasn't a fail by any means. Dude.
No. After the Wii. They let me see. The 3DS was failing for the first year. I know that much.
Because they didn't have a whole lot of games. And then they got the games and then it started printing money.
Yeah, and the Wii U...
It was never a success, let's be honest. The Wii U was selling at a loss from the get-go.
Yeah. Poor Wii U.
And
It
Yeah.
was never meant to be.
it was okay. There
It
were a
was
couple
never
good
meant to be.
games on it.
Hopefully, they'll all be ported to the Switch if Nintendo is smart.
I doubt it. You want to know why I
Nintendo,
doubt
why
it?
do you do this?
Gamepad support.
Well, I mean,
That's
they
why
could,
I
they could
doubt
work around it though, because
Here's the thing.
the Switch has a
The
touch
few
screen.
games that are on both either were gouged because it was originally meant to be on the Switch than it was for the Wii U, aka like Breath of the Wild.
Mhm.
Or in the case of something like Splatoon, where the two games are virtually identical, it's easier to play it on the Wii U than it is the Switch because of the gamepad. You got to realize that the Wii U has the gamepad also, where it can display information. You don't have to hit a button to see a map or whatever.
Okay.
Also, can we just briefly touch on how amazing that new Square Enix game looks?
Octopath Traveler.
Yes, that looks so good.
It kind of reminds me of 3D Dot Game Heroes or whatever that game.
Yeah, it does. But
Aesthetically wise, at least.
yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be the brightest game ever.
What did they call it? The art style, it was like HD 2D or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
HD
Looks
hand
amazing.
painted.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it looks amazing, and I want to play it so bad. One day soon. Other than that,
Well, I believe there's a demo for it available now.
but I don't have a Switch. I don't
You
have the
don't, but
money.
people at home might.
Yeah, that's why I said I want to play it.
I'm just saying there should be a demo available for anyone at home who wants to play that.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't already know about it.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it for
Nintendo stuff.
the direct. What else? What else do we have?
Okami HD is coming out for.
Did any of you play Okami?
Yes,
No.
I played it on the Wii. It
Never played it.
handled.
Wait, wasn't
It
that
handles like Twilight Princess, actually. Kind of.
I heard it's
was
the
it?
best Zelda ever made.
Art style was hard to look at on the Wii. I don't know if it looked any better on other systems, but it was really kind of fuzzy and like there's a film over the actual world or whatever. It was it was really aesthetic though. It looked great, even despite the visual problems I had with it.
So, do you think it would look more like a Twilight Princess HD or more of a Wind Waker HD?
It would look more like Wind Waker.
Well, then it will be a beautiful.
It's more cartoony,
Beautiful.
and you know, it doesn't have cell shading like Twilight Princess does. It isn't trying to be realistic, and because of that, it's got a more timeless artistic style.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that it's coming to the PC.
Oh, it's coming to PC as well. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's on Xbox, PS4, and PC.
Oh, I'll definitely pick it up then.
I don't know if they'll port it to the Switch eventually or not.
Oh, they definitely will.
I
you know
didn't
them.
see any news saying that they would, so I don't know.
But wasn't the sequel on the DS or something?
Yeah,
So yeah, they have good.
They
Capcom
might.
have good relations with Nintendo.
but from what I understand, the HD is probably going to be a port from the PS3 version, which was the HD version. So that might be just it. They might just like upscale things a bit more from the PS3 version.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Anything
is there anything else?
more?
I know the topic that none of us have anything. I don't know anything about is Bruce Stanley, the director of Uncharted and The Last of Us, has left Naughty Dog. For us, it is a very who gives a shit kind of piece of news.
Topic?
Well,
Basically.
I'm not sure if he was part of the Uncharted 4, but I didn't
I
like
think
The
it
Last
was.
of Us, and 1, 2, and 3 were meh. But Uncharted 4 I did like a lot.
But here's the thing. I do know that he was, because he was quite involved with Last of Us. Last of Us 2 is coming out soon. So will that mean that that will just be a massive clusterfuck, or will it mean?
Probably not.
I mean, Naughty Dog have a pretty good track record, but this is like one of the big members of their studio. So I don't know. If he leaves, maybe everything falls apart. Maybe
Yeah, he
nothing
was
changes.
the director for Uncharted 2 and co-director for The Last of Us.
Wait, he's Uncharted 2. Yeah, sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else news-wise?
Well, I don't have anything. Do you?
Not really. I was hoping you guys would.
Damn it, Hyoushou, you're supposed to also be looking out for news stories.
Damn it!
Damn
Oh
it.
yeah, Fortnite gets Battle Royale mode to compete with
It's trying to
PUBG.
compete with PUBG, yeah. PUBG.
PUBG. Well, the only problem with Fortnite at the moment is that it's a full-priced game.
It'll turn free to play soon.
Oh yeah,
It's currently an alpha.
What's
That's why you have to pay for it. It's because it's an alpha right now.
Oh, the main point was that let's see, Fortnite. Oh, it's not on Steam. Okay.
No, it's on Epic's own
Well, that's gonna hit the
game platform.
Well, that shit hit the fan then.
Well, I mean, in fairness, Epic does have quite a lot of people using it. I use it. I play
don't.
stuff server on the Epic platform.
What games does it
I'm
have?
an idiot. Oh, let me check. Let me switch it on.
Epic Launcher.
Launcher, yeah.
Okay,
I usually play this MOBA called Paragon on it.
Oh yeah, Paragon.
Very good quality. Yeah, I like it. It's decent. It scratches that itch.
I tried it
like
on PS4, and the menu is just a mess.
It has horrific UI.
Yeah, you use the left thumbstick as the mouse on a console.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really bad.
Thank God I'm playing on PC.
Well, I opened the game and was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna waste my time on this one. I mean, the game feels very, very like fun to play, but I'm not gonna waste my time when the menus are just the worst. But Fortnite, it looks pretty fun.
It does.
And when it comes to the free to play, I'll take a look. But before that, nah.
Yeah, it has Fortnite, the new Unreal Tournament, which I don't care about either. Shadow Complex, I don't think anyone cares about. And the big thing, that the reason why I got it originally, the Epic Games Launcher, was because it had Unreal Engine on it.
Yeah.
and that was when back way back long time ago in the past, back in all 2015, when I was trying to learn how to code, and then promptly gave up. Anyway,
Also, one bit of news. Not news, it's more like a topic. The Bethesda Creation Club.
Oh.
That clusterfuck. So a modder made a mod to hide the mod.
Yeah.
Yes, that
I
was
saw
my
that.
favorite
It's
thing.
insane.
That
Also,
was
That
so
alliteration.
It's insane how when Bethesda announced the Creation Club program, they said it's not paid mods, it's fucking paid mods. And it's using
paid mods with the
microtransactions
flavor
as
of
currency.
microtransactions. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
insane.
Yeah. There's no way they're getting away with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tried this shit like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
With the
back with Skyrim.
Yeah, with the paid mods thing they tried back then. That didn't work out either.
Oh yeah, it was this Steam paid mod system.
When will they learn?
On Steam Workshop.
Man, why would they ever learn? This is a way for them to make mad dosh off games they've already sold.
But who's honestly stupid enough to go, actually, you know what? I will give these £15 or $15 to Bethesda for shitty power armor skins and whatever.
People who are playing on a PS4?
Yeah.
But
consider this. Consoles don't really have much modding capabilities like the PC does.
Okay.
PC users aren't really that affected.
I get that.
Xbox
Right,
isn't as affected because at least they have some modding capability.
Yeah.
The PS4, nah, man. Sony was like, fuck that shit, I'm out.
Okay, I get that, and I think that the Creation Club could have been
a bad way of going about it.
Properly, if they had good mods on it, not just skins, yeah, and then they directed that at the PS4 users, then I would have been like, all right, fine. It's a good way to get mods to the PS4 users because it shows Sony that people are willing to pay, willing to have mods. They just and it doesn't get into any legal problems with Sony because it's bringing money and it counts as DLC or whatever. But who is gonna pay for skins for your Pip-Boy? Oh, I want an olive brown skin for my Pip-Boy. Oh, that will be $2.50 right there. No, I don't think any sane PS4 player would do that.
You'd be surprised, man.
Yeah, well.
On the actual news, NES Classic and SNES Classic. NES Classic returns to stores next year, and SNES Classic Edition will continue selling or be in stores in 2018.
Basically, they're making the NES Classic again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're continuing production on the SNES Classic.
Good tip for the NES Classic: don't play Mega Man. It's not a good game. Don't play Mega Man.
Get out of here with that shit.
It's not good, all right? It's not my fault.
It is.
It's not my fault.
Except when it is.
It's never my fault.
Bullshit.
That as well.
But yeah, I'm not buying this. The whole news.
The SNES or
the news.
What?
I call bullshit on the news.
Why?
Because Nintendo is Nintendo. They probably
they don't like money.
produce like 1,000 more, and they're like,
Here's the thing about that. The whole scalper thing. You can't say that they're making too few if people want them that badly. How do you know that people aren't just buying them too quickly. Like
What?
in the case of the Metroid amiibo. They were sold out within minutes.
And
That doesn't mean that they made too few of them. That just means that a lot of people wanted one. So this could be the scenario.
If supply doesn't reach demand,
then
they need to reach the demand. They have to supply enough to satisfy the demand.
Here's the thing.
Or else
there's a reverse to that.
In a ton of
If
profit.
they put out too much supply for the demand,
yeah,
they end up losing money.
Yeah, but that's Nintendo in a nutshell. They underproduce
They're stupidly
stuff.
popular and people want their shit.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, the stuff
it's
isn't
possible?
even that good.
It's okay.
People just want it because they're rare.
It's Nintendo. It's because it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Not that they're rare.
Well, they're rare.
The NES Classic, I'll give you that, but not the SNES one. I've heard a lot of people are able to get those much easier. I haven't heard.
Are they out?
No, I think.
Yeah.
Is it?
I believe it is.
Really?
No, it's still pre-orders.
Oh,
Are you sure?
release date September 29th.
Oh, we're not that far
Alright,
off.
Yeah.
All right then. Have you heard any news about canceled pre-orders or whatever?
I don't know. I'm not gonna pay 150 euros for.
I'm not saying
SNES
pay
Classic
for
Mini.
it. I'm saying, have you heard anyone talking about their pre-order being canceled?
Walmart did it, but that's it. That's in
Walmart,
July.
dude. That's
That was
freaking
July.
Walmart.
I think
that-
I've heard a couple of cases where that happened.
Okay, but was it as widespread as the NES?
Whoa.
I have no idea. I haven't kept up with the NES even.
I found one article. Sunday, September the 3rd. Sorry. SNES Classic Mini pre-orders are sold out everywhere, but reports have emerged that some fans who were able to secure one have had their pre-orders cancelled. So this was just like last week. So
Okay. But is the source verifiable?
Let me check.
Seriously.
Looks like it.
All right. And I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. And we can just look at the history.
Oh, fucking hell, it was Walmart again.
Okay. So Walmart is having trouble keeping up with pre-orders. That doesn't mean everywhere else is.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
Walmart is one of the biggest sellers. So
Walmart is a clusterfuck of bullshit, so, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have one subsidiary of Walmart here called Macro, but that's it.
But we actually don't know if people will get the console at the launch day.
I have a feeling that
hell,
with
if I pre-order
production,
if I pre-order let's say SNES Classic now, I'm not gonna get one at the launch.
You might.
I'm not.
You might. You're finished, dude. How many people there play Nintendo games?
A shit ton. When you say gaming, they ask what Nintendo. Do you have a Nintendo? Or they used to. When PlayStation came to Finland, people were seeing me playing PlayStation and they go, "Oh, stop playing that Nintendo." Nintendo meant video game console back in the day.
But I feel like that's
just old people logic. Though.
Yeah,
you can't really You can't just say the world is like that.
Yeah, the SNES launched in 1992. The whole point of the SNES and the NES Classic is for is banking on nostalgia. That's all it is. And then people will go and buy a NES Classic, will play Mega Man, and realize it's absolute shite. That's what happens. That's all they're banking on. It's nostalgia.
The SNES Classic is better though. It has good games on it.
Yeah, it doesn't have Mega Man.
It does have a Mega Man X.
Well, as X. X is just verifiably great.
Yeah, it's
It
on the
also has,
SNES Classic.
It also has other good games on it too, not just Mega Man X.
Well,
yeah,
sure.
it's got Super Mario World, Link to the Past, Mario Kart, Metroid, F-Zero, Mega Man X.
I
What
believe
else?
Mario RPG also. And Secret of Mana.
yeah.
Sick.
And a couple others that I don't have the list on me. So I wouldn't be able to...
Yeah, I
So-
can't find a SNES Classic anywhere. For even pre-order. Few places, but I doubt they'll get more than 10 or so.
We got Contra 3, The Alien Wars, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, F-Zero, Kirby Superstar, Kirby's Dream Course, Link to the Past, Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, Star Fox, the big one, Star Fox 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Castlevania 4, Ghouls and Ghosts, Mario Kart, Mario RPG, Super Mario World, Metroid, Punch-Out, and Yoshi's Island. That's pretty good, you know.
infinitely more worth it than the other classic.
Well, yeah. Again, the NES. I can stand by what I say. NES games aren't good. Not a lot of them are good. You guys didn't have any better, so.
I like how you just said "you guys."
Well, I'm a young bab. I can say you guys. Y'all are old.
So any other news we need to talk about?
No, I think that's it, really.
Besides
Yeah.
the new Metroid coming out yesterday.
Wait, what?
But everyone probably knows about that.
Yeah.
Came out? What came out?
Metroid Samus
Samus
Returns
Returns.
came out yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the latest 2D Metroid game for the 3DS.
Oh yeah, Eleanor is coming to Switch.
Oh, that I totally
And
forgot
for
about
PS4 and Xbox One.
It's also going to have a VR
that. Cannot wait.
or whatever.
Cannot wait. Cannot. I love Eleanor. It's such a brilliant game.
This is funny. The budget price for the game is $49.99. I mean $39.99. But the Switch version will reportedly cost $10 more. Due to increased production costs with the producing
Portability,
cartridges.
man. You gotta get that convenience charge.
Fucking hell, Nintendo.
It's all about that convenience charge, man.
But yeah,
Man.
I think that's about it. I have nothing else.
That's it.
Alright.
Well, alright, I guess it's the end of the podcast.
Unless we want other stuff to talk about.
I think
We've already
this
been
is
going
good.
on for about 2 hours.
Yeah,
Probably more.
We took a break though, so
it wasn't a long break.
Nah.
it was long enough.
I mean, do you have anything to talk about? You?
Not really.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that you guys keep mispronouncing my name.
How is it?
Hyo!
Hyo. Sure.
You're putting too much emphasis on the why.
Well, your name is stupid.
No, it's not.
It kind of is.
It's no worse than Gaffa.
Wow.
Well, it's
Are you-
Hyoushou. Hyoushou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hyoushou. That's Hugh.
Yes.
Hugh.
I think we should just
Y. Hugh.
Hyoushou. Hyoushou.
Anyway.
You having fun there?
Anywho, thanks
Yeah,
for
I think we
everyone.
should just cut that bit
for
out.
listening. Nah,
No,
it's
you
there.
can leave it in. It'd be
All
pretty
right.
funny.
Thanks for
Anyway.
watching. Thanks for listening. I don't know
Okay.
what.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good afternoon or evening or whatever.
And we're gone.
All right. Bye.